Jaipur has traditionally been famous for block printing, tie and dye and many other hand printing techniques. Over the years, a number of entrepreneurs have tried to cash in on the city's expert artisans, but only a select few have been able to apply their technique with great aplomb. Here's the story of one such company. "27 years ago, Naresh Jain could foresee the demand for Jaipur's block prints and decided to step into home furnishings. Little steps that began with a small block printing unit have today turned into a giant leap, with a company of 800 people manufacturing home furnishings, apparel as well as handmade paper products. Ratan Textiles has successfully taken advantage of everything that Jaipur offers to entrepreneurs.
Jaipur city is very famous from the very beginning for the print. It's called the print city. And the climate and artisans, the climate is one of the major things, and the second is the artisans.
And Jaipur has a lot of art and architecture and those kind of things happening around. And those influences definitely affect the craftspeople, people in the design field.
Sunit Jain is the CEO of the company and a second-generation entrepreneur. He drives the growth, marketing and production plans of this 40 crore rupee company.
The most important one was, or rather is the design aesthetics of the company, which is one of the main things which has driven the company on the growth path. Number two, most of the things we have done are self-owned. So whatever we did was we kind of built up the production facility so that we could control the production and the quality of the material.
80% of the company's products are manufactured for export, but Ratan Textiles has carved a niche for itself in the domestic market too, by supplying products to the heritage hotels of Jaipur and with 4 retail stores in Delhi, Jaipur, Goa and Kolkata. Exporting to 25 countries and exploring new markets in Latin America, the company has aggressive expansion plans.
We are building up a new factory in the Mahindra SAZ, which is a duty-free zone. So that's a very strategic decision we took because, of course, there are a lot of physical advantages. But sitting in a duty-free zone, we now become a global player. We can source raw materials at the most competitive price.
Ratan Textiles is a unique confluence of the traditional and the modern. While the company began with block printing, today it owns a new-age digital printing machine that can replicate any design with surprising speed and accuracy. And even though it is not very cost-effective at the moment, it is indeed future-ready technology.
Very, very good traditional craft skills, such as the block printing, the bandini, very good contemporary ones, such as the digital printing. And what's most interesting here is the fact that they're layering the techniques. Many exporters are quite unilateral in the way they operate, and Ratan are integrating the techniques, which is a big advantage.
Jaipur's textile and apparel manufacturers share a camaraderie that is rarely seen among business rivals. While there is competition among manufacturers, there is also exchange of knowledge, ideas, and often even customers.
The scale of competition is on a very positive note. How to grow the business without undercutting the other. Best of my competitors, the most staunchest of competitors, are free to visit me here. Of course, they come often. Whenever we have issue, we come and talk. The competition is on quality, design, and product styling. It's not much on price. So the moment you keep the price out of the game, the competition becomes healthier.
Apart from the industrialists themselves, the Rajasthan government has taken proactive steps to support the 3 lakh small and medium manufacturers of the state by providing an environment that is conducive to industrial growth.
The government of Rajasthan has enacted an act, Single Window Clearance Act, so that their applications are immediately disposed of within 45 days. If that is not done, the department concerned will be held responsible. Earlier there was no responsibility getting fixed.
A short distance away from Ratan Textiles is an apparel manufacturer who has found his own niche in exporting garments. Rajiv Dewan established Ma'am Arts as an experiment because he found the fashion export industry glamorous.
We are basically into very, economy buying sort of a basic garment sort of a market. We are not into the high-end or value addition garments. Mainly it's an economy buying, like from $4 to $7 range. We are doing business with Walmart, JCPenney, Kohl's, they are all branded labels, Macy's.
1 year ago, Rajiv Diwan handed over the reins of the business to his son Jigar. An aspiring aeronautical engineer, Jigar happened to enter the garment industry by chance when his uncle forced him to attempt the National Institute of Fashion Technology's entrance exam. Armed with professional knowledge about fashion design and technology, today he's handling all the operations at Ma'am-Arts.
I've been from a background where I've seen the unit production systems being implemented, ERPs being there, then mass customization of clothing amongst the big customers of ours. Within the next 5 to 10 years, the goal would be to be right within the customer and interacting with the customer face to face directly instead of having mediators in between.
The garment sector of Jaipur currently contributes about 950 crore rupees to Rajasthan's total export turnover. But like most of the other industries in this city, this sector is also facing acute shortage of skilled labor.
We propose the government that this Narega scheme which is the government is running, that should be clubbed with this garment industry. Whatever the government is paying to the workers, they should be clubbed that whenever they will work with the garment industry, that remuneration will be paid by the government, and out of that, the garment industry is also ready to support to those workers. But government is presently not listening on this point.
It's an unorganized sector because we are working only for 6 months. It's seasonal industry here. It causes a lot of unrest amongst the labor. Then as management, it becomes difficult to manage operations at different levels because 1 month you are producing 3 lakh garments a month, and the next month there's only 20 to 30,000 garments.
With a clear mandate of sticking to exports of basic summer clothes for women in US and Europe, Ma'am-Arts was almost unaffected during the global meltdown. Although rising cotton prices have affected profit margins, the quality of products and focus on exclusive Indian techniques has kept the orders flowing in.
The kind of prints, our old traditional prints, the kalamkaris, the booties, the jawls, everything, it is nowhere in the world. And that is what we are catering, and that is what we are popular for.
Ma'am-Arts has not just been setting benchmarks in garment export, but also in employee satisfaction. Many of its workers have been here for years together thanks to the organization's transparency and growth opportunities.
गरीब लोगों की मदद भी करते हैं, बेरोजगारों को बुलाते हैं कि भाई चलो हमारी कंपनी में काम है, फिर डांटते भी नहीं, सब चीज़ की सुविधा देते हैं, जैसे डिलीवरी हुई, तनख्वाह भी बढ़िया देते हैं.
Both Ratan Textiles and Ma'am-Arts exemplify the spirit of the enterprising city of Jaipur. They are leaders of their trade, combining entrepreneurship skills with opportunities to explore, innovate and achieve.